Okay, so you're getting the bonnet today because I don't feel like taking out this mess and doing everything today. So you're getting the bonnet today. Make fun of me if you want to. I don't care. I think I look beautiful no matter what you say. So, growing up as the fat kid, it is draining on your mental health. It really like takes away your mental health, all your confidence. You don't even have confidence to begin with. Like, it takes away everything. I feel like those who are skinny or average size don't really get how it really affects a person. So this video is basically just for me to share my story and like to give you guys like a bit of perspective, I guess, because a lot of people don't get it. They'll just be like, oh, just lose weight. It is not easy. I've been trying to lose weight since I was little. I was born fat. I was a fat baby. I came out like 12, 11 pounds. Like, I was a fat baby. I was a fat ass baby, bro. And it's not easy when it's genetic. When it's in your family, like it's not easy. If weight issues is a problem in your family, it's not easy if you don't have time. Going to the gym, I'd say is ew. Anyways, I say is kind of a privilege. Like, you have to have money, and then you also have to have time. And if you're in the workforce, you already know how hard it is to work every single day, come home, and you're like, your whole body is hurting because you're standing up for like 8 hours a day. Your whole body's hurting, so all you want to do is go to sleep. Bro, ain't no way you finna get me in the gym after I just stood up for 8 hours. That was my whole workout at work. You know? And it's just like, you have to have money, you have to have time, and you have to have the mindset and the motivation to do that, to go to the gym every day. And that does not come by easy, especially if you're already like in this bad mental health mindset that you have when you're fat. I'm not gonna say all fat people have it, because I know fat people who are like confident and like everything, like yes, I wish I was you so bad. I wish I was you. Like, you know, people who are like that, like, you know, they just power through it. It doesn't affect them as it does everybody else. But majority, I would say majority, or at least of what I've seen in my life, people are most like fat people are most like me. So I just want to say, growing up as a fat kid, it's not easy. It is significantly harder than it would if you were a skinny person, because you already know there's gonna be fat jokes everywhere. Like, you already know there's gonna be fat jokes made about you. There's gonna be jokes about your weight. Like, if you play jump rope, like when I was little, like a little girl, like I'm talking about like kindergarten, first grade, we would like play jump rope, and this is why I don't know how to jump rope, because they like shot the confidence down in me the second I did it. I started jump roping, and then someone said earthquake, and oh my god, bro, that took me out. I never picked up the jump rope ever again. I started avoiding PE class, and they were like, why don't you do it? I'm like, because like when you do work out, okay, yeah, when you do work out, you look goofy as hell, and people are gonna make fun of you. So that's why most fat people don't work out. Or I won't say most, but that's why some fat people don't work out, because you average sized people are gonna make fun of us. Like, there's like these fat positivity compilations on YouTube, and it's literally just fat people walking around, or fat people like doing something. Like fat people swimming, they'll be like, ah, look, it's so funny. There's no joke. It's just a fat person swimming or a fat person dancing. They'll be like, aha, look at this. Like, we get made fun of for doing anything. Like, if my arm jiggles right now, I'm getting made fun of in the comments. I already know. Like, it's just like every little thing you do, it gets made fun of for literally no reason other than you're bigger than them. It's crazy. But yeah, stuff like that, it just takes away your confidence. Like I said, I don't know how to jump rope. I really wish I knew how to jump rope, because it looks really fun. But I would never do it in public, or learn how to do it like in a yoga class or whatever, because it's just that, like, it's engraved fear there's fear inside of you for like being a normal human being. Like for me, I've mastered not falling. And if you're fat, you know why. I mastered not falling. I will trip, but I will not fall. I will not fall. I refuse to fall because people make fun of you for falling. I say people make fun of skinny people for falling too, but I just don't know why you would laugh at someone like slipping or falling down. Like, how's that funny? I used to laugh when I was like a teenager. I don't laugh anymore because I don't think that's really funny. I think a lot of it chalks up to it being like kids, you know, but at the same time, like, I see old ass adults, like 20-year-olds, doing the same shit, so they get no excuse. Yeah, there's stuff you just have to look for out when you're fat. Like, when you're out with other people, I don't know if it's just me, but I tend to order like a small amount of food and then don't eat in front of other people. Like, just caution about what I'm eating in front of other people. And I just tend to like don't eat. Like, I'd rather, like, we're out and we're like eating out, like dinner, I would eat some of it and then be like, put the rest in the to go box. And I would generally I would lose my appetite while I'm out. Like, generally, like, I'm not even trying to like be like, I barely eat, I starve myself, and I don't know why I'm so fat, I starve myself. I'm not trying to do like that. My appetite generally like goes down, and I find myself like eating like a little portion of the meal and then putting the rest in the to-go box, and I won't touch that food until like 2 days later. It's something strange that I don't know if it's just affecting me, but I do that. I do that as a fat person. It's very weird. Or when you order from someplace, like, and you want to order something, like I'm afraid to say I want the large meal. I'm afraid to say I want the large meal if I'm with like someone else or by someone, like in a car with someone else. I'm afraid to say make it a large. Like, how is that embarrassing? Like, how is that embarrassing? Like, I just want the large. I want a large drink. I want to sip. Like, and people are gonna be like, oh, that's your problem. That's because you eat too much. You just eat too much, and you need to stop. You need to stop eating. Like, bitch, that's like, it's like, I know how to lose weight. Like, I know. I need to eat healthy, and I need to stay underneath a calorie deficit. Eat less calories than I burn. Everybody knows that. I know that. But it's not that simple. First of all, there's, even, if you're poor like me, if you're poor, it's hard to get healthy food. It's hard to make healthy meals every single day. Because you're either, exerting all your energy in work and paying bills, car payments, rent, paying light bills, water bills, all this shit. You barely have time to prepare food for yourself. More people have this too, because it's the work ethic. I'm not communist. What's the other thing called? What's the thing called where people like money, and that's literally it? Capitalist. It's the capitalist state and country and world we live in that forces us to like barely have time for ourselves. So normal people have this problem too, but it's hard to sit down and like take an hour to prepare a healthy meal for either your family or yourself. And people rather go out and get fast food because it's generally cheaper than healthy store-bought food, you know. And it is very like belittling when I see like people who just think that they know what it's like to be fat. You don't know what it's like. And those YouTubers who are like, oh, I was like 400 pounds and then I dropped all the weight. So it's easy, bro. Just go to the gym every single day and devote your life to gym and working out. Like, that's low-key a mental illness too. Like, you guys who work out every single second of the day in the gym, that's low-key, there's something like, maybe there's something like up there, like, that's not right. And food is an addiction. I will admit that. Food is an addiction. It makes me happy most of the times. Most of the time I don't know what makes me happy. But I just know if I just eat something, I'll feel something. And that's just me being honest. That's just me being open with you. It is an addiction, and I'm addicted to food, the sugary drinks, I'm addicted to all of that. But I'm also addicted to healthy food. I do like healthy food. I love carrots, I love celery, I love tomatoes, I love all types of healthy food. I barely eat bread because I don't like bread that much. Like, I'll eat it on a sandwich, but I don't like bread. Like, I will not, like, choose to eat bread. And I don't like rice that much. The only, like, carb thing that I like is noodles, but I don't eat that, like, I'll say I'll eat noodles once a week. And, yeah, I generally do like healthy stuff. Like, I rather grilled chicken than fried chicken, stuff like that. But it's just, I eat too much of it. I eat too much of it. Plus, I like junk food. I like chips, I love fast food, I love all that shit. Give it to me, all of it. I love it. And I know it's an addiction, and it's hard to get rid of, just like any addiction, like nicotine, like alcoholism. It's hard. And people think it's very easy. It's not. But growing up in school, I was on a diet almost every single grade, like up until, like, I say, like 7th grade, I was on a diet. And I literally would not eat lunch. My mom would pack me my lunch, and it would be like 5 crackers and tuna every single day, and like a fruit and like water. And I would just not eat lunch. I would go home hungry and wait until dinner, and then we usually have like some grilled chicken. And I was on diet for years, and it never really worked for me. I mean, I liked the food, most of it, but most of it was the same thing every single day, and I got tired of it. I got tired of that shit. Like, and there was a problem with me in, like, drinks when I was younger. I would not drink anything other than water. Now, I love water. I drink it, like, every 2 seconds. But I would not drink anything other than... No, I would not drink anything... I would drink everything that wasn't water. Like, sugary drinks, like, I would not touch water. And that was a big problem with me, I think, with my weight, because a lot of fat comes from fructose, glucose, whatever. Added sugar, if you see a lot of added sugar in a drink, or an added sugar in, like, anything, it's very unhealthy for you, because added sugar is a no. We like the normal, like, sugars. We just don't like the added sugars. That's your guide if you want to, like, be cautious, I guess. But it does put a lot of social and mental pressure on you to do certain things, to act a certain way, like, to make sure you're not, like, disturbing anybody just because you're bigger than someone. It's crazy. My mental health was very bad when I was little. I literally would be like, ugh, this is so bad to say, but I'm gonna be real with you guys. I would be like, I wish I got kidnapped so I would not eat. I would be like, I wish I got kidnapped, because that would be free fat camp, and I would lose so much weight. I wouldn't be like this anymore. I'd be like, oh my god, bro, I wish I had anorexia. I would literally say that a lot. I would be like, I wish I had anorexia so I could throw up and lose all this weight. I wish I had that. I'm like, why do I have this eating disorder where it's making me eat more? Like, why do I have that? Like, make me eat less. Like what's wrong with me up here? But both of them are bad. And people just want to treat, like, eating more is worse, or it's not a real eating disorder, you're just fat. If you're eating less, yeah, that's a real eating disorder, you need to get help. But if you're eating more, no, you're just fat. Just lose the weight, bro. Like, no one cares when you're fat, bro. No one gives a fuck. It's crazy. It's so wild. They're just like, oh yeah, that's because you're fat. Just lose the weight. Just lose the weight and you'll be 100% better. That shit is hilarious to look back at it now, but before it was very traumatic and worsened my mental health. And like in the friend group, you're always the fat kid. You're always like, you're always the duff. You're like the last one to get picked for everything. You're like, nobody even has a crush on you. You're like, nobody, like, they wouldn't make, they like me. Like, I had my friend group, like, they liked me, but no one would, like, actively, like, pick to hang out with me, I guess. If that's a way to put it, like, But it was very depressing growing up fat. And I still am fat, obviously. People think it's easy to get rid of it. It's not. You've never been in a fat person's body. You don't know what it is like. And all the mental disorders and, like, stuff that comes from it is real. And no one takes them seriously. It's just like, if you're fat, your whole life is just a big joke. A big joke. A big one, bro. A big one. You gotta know it's a big joke. That's your whole life. And it's really sad and discouraging. You have no confidence because nobody likes you. You feel like you look bad and everything. And it's just terrible to grow up like that. And yeah, that was just me venting a little bit, like, if you have anything to share down below in the comments. My whole channel is a safe space. If anyone's bullying you, I'll delete the comments. If they're bullying me, I will laugh at them. That's so funny. Like, I've heard all of them. You cannot break me. I've heard everything under the sun, bro. You can't break me. That's so hilarious. I will actually heart your comment if you if you make fun of me in the comments. That's so funny. But yeah, share stories. And I just wanted to share a light on what it's like being fat. But yeah, hope you guys have a good day. Love you all. Bye, babes. Mwah!